positive, better days are on the way. Hello everyone and welcome to the News Express News channel. I hope you all are well and good in the coronavirus pandemic experience. The economic condition of India in the year 1991 was very miserable. The new economic policy was announced in the July 1991. The new economic policy represented a more market-oriented economic policy to foster the economy of the country. Hello and welcome to this special show 30 year of economic reforms where we are. We are looking forward to a momentous moment in the Indian history. What does looking back on the 1990 reforms in 2021 tell us? We are looking back to a day exactly 30 years ago when Dr. Manmohan Singh stood up in the parliament in delivering his budget speech. With the arrival of 2021, the liberalization recently launched in 1991 completed 30 years. Cheerful welcome for News Express News channel suggested Mr. Sumit on joining our team. Your skills and talent will be greater the addition for News Express.
Liberalization, privatization and globalization or LPG are the supporting pillars on which the structure of new economic policy of our government has been implanted since 1991. Since the adoption of new economic strategy in 1991, there has been a drastic change in the Indian economy. With the arrival of liberalization, the government has regulated the private sector organizations to conduct business transactions with the fewer restrictions. Prior to 1991, there were large number of government restrictions in India in the area of licensing, import and export trade, declining in foreign exchange, law enforcement, revenue collection and prison management. The transfer of ownership, property or business from the government to private sector is termed as privatization. The purpose of privatization was mainly to improve financial discipline and facilitate modernization. Globalization is generally understood to mean integration of the economy of the country with the world economy. Globalization is the spread of product, technology, information and job across nations. On 8th of November 2016, the Government of India made an announcement with the profound implication of the Indian economy. The aim of dominization was seize hookah for a function counterfeiting. The use of high dominization notes is for illegal activities and especially the accumulation of black money generated by the income that has not been declared to the tax authorities. Thank you.
Warm welcome for the Secretary of Birla Tyres, whom our team has invited to know the impact of three sectors on his company.
First of all, thank you so much Mr. Aditya for inviting me on today's show. The main purpose was to modernize Birla Tyre industry system, implement new techniques, remove unproductive control, encouraging private investment and integrate our economy with the global economy. Competition for Birla Tyre has increased due to the change in the rules of industrial licensing at the entry of foreign firms. In today's market, there is a growing awareness among them about the malpractices adopted by the trade. Consumer right and consumer education competition in the market give the customer a wide choice in purchasing good quality and making customer more
Let's move on the journey of 30 years of economic reforms. Heartily welcome for economists of the News Express News channel, Mr. JD on the today's special show 30 years of economic reforms. Where are we?
The government introduced its new industrial policy on July 24, 1991. New economic policy refers to economic liberalization or relaxation in the import tariffs, the markets for private and foreign players, and reduction of taxes to expand the economic wings of the country. Industries like leather manufacturers, bakeries, photo studios, parlors, and the industries comes under small-scale industries. Increased competition and advancement in the field of technology have forced business units to develop new ways to survive and grow in the market and keep pace with the latest technological development. Impact on structure of banking. The structure of the banking system has undergone significant changes in terms of private sector bank operations. Since the advent of reforms, the number of domestic as well as foreign private sector banks have increased substantially. The financial sector has played an important role in India's economic development. With a view of utilizing the scarce financial resources for speedy economic development, the financial sector in India was subjected to various controls and regulations. These controls and regulations also affected the financial health of the banks and financial institutions.
Let's listen to the top stories of the day. CBSE MCQs Question Banks 2021-22 launched to prepare for Term 1 and Term 2 board exams. CBSE syllabus for classes 9 to 12 has released. IAS officer Tapasya Parihar secured Air 23 in UPSC exam without any coaching. Her story is quite interesting as she left coaching classes and believed on self-study to achieve success. With 43,509 new coronavirus cases, India now has registered a total of 3,15,28,114 COVID-19 infections across the country.
Today's guest for debate on the economic reforms on News Express News channel, but the news come first. Please welcome Ms. Vaishnavi and Ms. Survi for today's debate on our show. What are your points of view on the news economic reforms 1991?
Yes, I'm in favor of new economic reforms. Economic reforms are seen by some as an opportunity in terms of greater access to global market, high technology, and increase the growth rates. During the reform period, the growth of agriculture has declined and industrial sector was fluctuating. Reduction in the fiscal deficit, which had been continuously mounting, has made the new economic reforms inevitable. The fall in the tax rates, controlled supply, higher production, and the other liberalization measures will bring the prices under control, which hampered the development process. The balance of payment problem will be tackled with rising export due to the removal of trade and investment barriers. It is expected that the efficiency of the industries will increase due to the competition from foreign industries, and it would also create a favorable atmosphere for the development of small-scale industries. So, I conclude that the economic reform has put the Indian economy on higher growth.
Yes, I would like to talk about against of economic reforms. Critics of economic reforms have raised a series of criticism against the new economic reforms introduced in India since mid-1991 in the following manner. Ineffective disinvestment policy, as the earnings was used to meet the insufficient revenue and not for the development of the Indian economy. The industrial and service sector was given priority and the agriculture sector was neglected. Even though there was an increase in GDP, hence indication economic growth, but this growth did not create employment opportunities, thus there was an increase in unemployment. Ineffective fiscal policy due to the reduction in direct and indirect taxes and other duties, the revenue of the government was not sufficient. Low level of industrial growth due to competition from cheap imports.
Our energetic team members, Ms. Yuvika, will be talking about some interesting facts related to 30 years of economy.
WTO, World Trade Organization, was established in 1995 as the organization to the GATT. GATT was founded in 1948. In addition, its mission is to increase stock and trade of service, to assure maximum utilization of world resources and to preserve the environment. The WTO deals include in commodities as well as services to promote international trade. Outsourcing, hiring of regular services from external sources, mostly from foreign countries, which was provided internally or from within the country, is known as an outsourcing. Outsourcing is when work is given to an external agency in order to improve efficiency and reduce cost. The following activities are outsourced: information technology, human resources, customer services, call center support, manufacturing or engineering. GST, Goods and Service Tax, was introduced by the Government of India to boost the economic growth of India. GST is considered to be the biggest taxation reform in the history of Indian economy. It was introduced to save time, cost and effort. Goods and Service Tax Act came into effect in 2017. GST is a comprehensive tax levied on the manufacture, sale and consumption of goods and services at the national level, under which no distinction is made on goods and services by central and state government of India.